Hey, good morning, YouTube. It is week 7 of the summer shredding series. I'm really happy on the progress that I've been doing. Right now, I'm just going to do my morning weigh-in and we'll see where we're at. So there we go. So we are at 148.8, making good progress. Right now, I'm just about to have a light breakfast, some oatmeal. I'll show you guys what is it that I have, and then I'll head to the gym. We're doing chest and triceps today. See you there. All right, so before I head on to the gym, I usually like to have one package of this Quaker maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Just, you know, helps me get some energy before I do my workout. And then after my workout, I come back home and I do my full breakfast with eggs and everything. So I'll show you that later. So yeah, this is basically what I have. It's just one package of this maple brown sugar, which is this one is 2 grams of fat, 34 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of protein. It doesn't say it on the package, but I just know because I usually eat this every morning before I go to the gym. So yeah, those are the macros for that, and we'll hit the gym later. Hey guys, so today is push day, chest and tricep. So before anything, it's very important that we get our warm-up done. So here I'm going to be using the decline, incline, and flat bench to do my warm-up. I just like to do it in this order just because I feel that it hits every single part of my chest muscle so I could get a really proper warm-up in. It is super important, guys, that you guys get your warm-ups in. I can't stress it enough. I see too many people just going in and trying to hit it hard. They think they're just going to, save some time in the gym and everything. But injury is not a joke, guys. It's not fun, and really it just is very counterproductive. So please do your warm-ups properly. Take your time doing it. But anyways, here as you can see, I just finished up my warm-up, and I'm starting with my first working set with just a couple of 45s. Form is extremely important to you guys. It's just as important, if not more, than your warm-ups. Alright, yeah, so basically I like to do my bench presses with a neutral grip. Come down slow and controlled, and try to push up as explosively as you can on your way up. Also, I like to position my hands just enough far apart so that when I come down, they reach at a 90-degree angle right before I hit my chest. And the other thing too, guys, is when you come down, try not to bounce the bar off of your chest, but make it so that when you come down with the bar, it still touches your chest, just so that you get that nice stretch at the bottom. Just don't let it bounce off your chest. Just stop it at the bottom and then lift up. One last tip I want to share with you guys is that something I like to do a lot when I'm benching. So basically what I do is that as I'm bringing the barbell down and then pushing it right back up, I like to pretend like I'm squeezing the bar in between my arms. So I feel like that engages my chest muscles a lot more than if I just, I'm just pushing, the barbell up and down. So you can even do that with, very low weight, and trust me, guys, it's going to engage your chest muscle a lot more. But yeah, anyways, moving on to my tricep exercises here. I wasn't able to record my first tricep exercise, which was the dumbbell kickbacks, but I did those, and then I moved on into a version of skull crushers. Basically, here I'm just using the easy bar, and I'm leaning back on a preacher bench. I just feel like this exercise uh, focuses a lot on the long head of your triceps, and I do about like 3 to 4 sets of these for about like anywhere from like 6 to 8 reps each. Again, focusing on that mind-muscle connection. Make sure that you feel the muscles that you're trying to work out. Being as explosive as you can in a controlled manner on your way up, and bringing back the weight slowly on the way down. Really trying to work on those negatives. So here we're moving on to tricep cable extensions, or tricep pushdowns, whatever you want to call them. Another variation for a tricep workout. I like to finish off with this one because it's very easy to just throw in my drop set in here, and I just feel like this exercise will really finish off my tricep. So basically what I do is I try to work with a weight that I can manage easily without having to use my entire body weight to push the weight down. Always trying to keep my chest out and my elbows back and locked. Just try to keep your arms from moving back and forth, and just let the tricep do all of the work. Alright, so for my last set here, I throw in my drop set. So I try to kick up the weight to the max that I can, just compromising my form minimally. And I just do this just because this is my last set, and I know that I'm just going to kill it all the way through. So you can see here I'm struggling, and I'm actually putting my weight into the machine to bring the weight down, and then I just bring the tricep up to failure. Then I drop the weight, no rest in between, and just keep going. 3, 4, 5 reps up until just before failure. Like don't go to failure in every single drop set, but just before. As soon as you feel like you can't bring the weight down anymore, just drop the weight and keep going again. A lot of people like to just do like 3 drop sets, meaning they're just gonna drop the weight 3 times, and then that's it. But I like to really work my way from like the starting weight, and I just keep taking off one plate after a plate after a plate after a plate until I get almost down to the last plate, and then I just finish off my triceps like that. It's just because I personally feel that it takes a lot for my triceps to actually really get that pump. So it's just really a personal preference of mine, where I just keep going up until I basically run out of weight to push down. And then that's the only way that I personally feel satisfied at the end, and I feel that I can get a really good pump in. So here, as you can see, the weight has gone down drastically, and I'm just pushing all the way down. And I take off the bar, and I move on to doing single arm, just because the weight is just so little to use with both arms. So I just finish off with one arm at a time, doing a little bit of assisted push down, and yeah, this is basically what I do for my tricep just to finish burning it off. So yeah, this is basically it for my push day today, and I really hope you enjoyed this workout, and I'll be seeing you on the next clip.
Before I laid my eyes on you. La mode I just can't take my eyes off you.
So we just finished hitting our push session at the gym. I hit a new PR with the 45s. I usually do like 3 sets of like 4 or 5 reps each, but I started my first working set of 45s to 10 reps, and then the second one I did 7, third one I did I think 6, and then the fourth one I don't even know how much I did, like I don't know, I did like
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. So new PR for me. Might not sound that impressive to you guys, but you know, it's whatever you give it. Whatever is your best and you give it all, that's what matters. As long as you beat your own damn self. Forget about what everybody else is doing. You do your thing, you make sure you're your absolute best when you're in the war zone. So yeah, right now we're just gonna hit supermarket, getting some Simply Free bacon because we ran out, then go home, get some breakfast gains. All right. So I'm down here at No Frills, and they don't have any of that Simply Free bacon that I always get. Chicken bacon will have to do. And then this fool gets cheese. Alright, so just came back from No Frills. A lot of you have asked me what is it that I have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Basically, what is it that I eat throughout the whole day. And basically, I just want to take the opportunity right now to show you what is my staple breakfast. So I'll just show you what breakfast is. I think probably later on I'll just do a full episode on a whole day of eating, but I'm just gonna run through what is it basically that I eat every morning, a staple breakfast. So being Latino, I grew up with eating black beans a lot. We did not, my mom did not make them out of a can. She made them from scratch, but it saves me time, so I buy the canned ones. So I have myself some beans, use 1% fat-free sour cream, chicken bacon, which the macros are actually pretty good. For 2 slices is 4 grams fat, 1 gram carbs, and 6 grams of protein. And 4 egg whites with 1 whole egg. So basically, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. with some sea salt crystals. Alright, so I measure out 126 grams of egg whites. I'll just put this, zero out my scale. Good enough. Well, 27. It's okay. So I usually add onions, green peppers, and tomato to this, but I just realized I didn't have any. I was at the store, I didn't get any because I thought I had some, but I don't. Oh well. So I have 126 grams of egg whites with one whole egg. That's the equivalent of about half a dozen eggs. 2 strips of chicken bacon, half a cup of beans with a little bit of sour cream on top, and 4 tortillas. So this breakfast just comes up basically to 63 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fats, and 37 grams of protein. So there you have it. That's my staple breakfast for every morning. I'm just gonna get in this right now and get ready to go to work. Right. So I finished off work. It's about 4 something right now. I can't remember. Just finished off work and I was just feeling so drained. I don't know why, but I was like falling asleep by the end of my work day, and in the car just falling asleep. So I told my roommate, I'm like, dude, we need to go get some Starbucks because I need something to wake me up. But it's all good now. Got myself a double espresso caramel waffle cone frappuccino. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next video. Peace.